K is know what you don't know. Let's rock and roll, guys, because I can mess with y'all all day. I can do a little comedy show, but we're here to learn. Know what you don't know. KNOW, what you don't know. Now, one time I did this on a webinar. I was doing the ABCs of success, and I was like, you got to know what you don't know. And this lady kept hitting me and texting me and texting me and texting me and texting me. She was like, Brian, I didn't get LM, and you already on N. Yeah, I didn't get that. Know what you don't know. KNOW. She was like, I miss L and M. Brian, you got to go back because you don't know what you don't know. And I was like, lady, no starts with K. All right, let's keep it moving. Stay with me. So that's true story. She thought I was on N. So you got to know what you don't know. Here's why. Good analogy. I said it last week for those who weren't there. If you take a pen and you put a dot on a sheet of paper, the black dot represents what you know. The white sheet of paper represents what you don't know. So always remember, you want to live in the mystery. Don't live in the know. The know has you exactly where you are. So you want to learn to live in the mystery. That's very, very important. What you seek is seeking you. Okay? What you seek is seeking you. So I want you guys to remember, as long as you live in the know, KNOW, if you live in the know, you will never grow. That's a good one to write down. As long as you live in the know, you will never grow, ever. You got to get out there and get into the mystery. Like, a lot of you guys that don't know me personally don't know this, but like, I call it lame. And what I mean by that is, a good Friday night for me is just watching a good documentary, man. I get me some food and some popcorn. I'll go on my bed and I'll binge on documentaries like you wouldn't believe. I don't know if that means I'm lame. It just means I'm a little different. I'm eccentric, but I'm also very smart because I like to learn and I like to find out what I don't know. Like, man, I didn't know this religion believed that, and here's where it started. Man, I didn't know this philosopher created this, or the patent was on that, and this business mogul grew up like this, and that's where I get a lot of my keynote addresses from, because I'm always thirsting for knowledge. I don't just live where I'm comfortable. If life was only about motivational speaking and only about martial arts and only about raising a son, I would be perfectly fine. I'd be comfortable right there. Speaking, martial arts, raising my child. Speaking, martial arts, raising my child. All right. But it's not. That's why I try to find out as much as I can about where I'm weak so I can know what I don't know. But the first thing you got to do is you got to have a humble pill. And because a lot of people think they know everything. And I don't know why that is. Like, how can you possibly think you know everything? Like, that don't even really make sense. Like, if you add up all the things you don't know, it far exceeds, it supersedes the stuff that you know. But the problem is you're supposed to take pride in that. Like, you know what? There's a lot of stuff out here I don't know. Like, that's exciting. You know what I mean? I get excited when I learn something and I dive head first into it. Now, here's the good thing. There are a lot of people, especially like older people, who they know a lot. They know a lot. They know a little bit about a lot of things. Isn't that real cool? When you can just sit down and talk to somebody and you can talk about religion, they got some perspective on that. You talk about changing a carburetor. Old man walk up to you, hey boy, you don't know nothing about that carburetor. Move out the way, young fella. He know a little bit about the carburetor. You talk to him about, rearing children. He got, girl, boy, I got 49 grandchildren. You don't know nothing about that. It's so cool to talk to somebody that knows a little bit about a lot of things. Fishing. I can bowl. You got people like, I can do this and I can do that. I can market online. I can market offline. I can play basketball, but I'm good at martial arts. I can bake a cake, but I can't cook real well. See, that's what you want to do. Here's a good question you want to ask yourself, guys. What are you bringing the marketplace? If you're an entrepreneur or if you're a person who has decided that they want to make money in capitalism, what knowledge do you have that people in the marketplace are willing to pay for? That's what it means. That's what I mean by how important it is to know what you don't know. And of course, the antithesis of that would be to know what you're good at so you can provide it to people in the marketplace. A lot of you guys are sitting on gifts. You're sitting on jewels. You sitting on a lot of income, believe it or not. It's just that you don't know how to market yourself, and you don't know how important it is that people find out what you know. Let me say that again. A lot of you guys are sitting on jewels. You're sitting on some serious income, but you don't know how important it is. You don't know how to market properly, and you don't know how important it is to get what you know out to the public. And here's why. Because a lot of times you lived it and it comes so easily, so you don't think it has value. You guys have to understand that. You have a gift. Your gift is your experience. You know a lot, but you aren't marketing properly and you're not sharing it properly. But my point to you guys is the knowledge that you have has a lot of value, and you could grow your income drastically if you just knew how to market that knowledge, how to formulate it first, how to market it second, how to monetize it third. The problem with most people, and they don't know this, is money comes last. Money comes last. Money doesn't come first. You can't just put a link up and say, everybody go buy my book. It don't work like that. If it worked like that, we'd all be rich. Okay? You can't market until you formulate. But a lot of people don't know how to formulate properly. So that goes back to K. You got to know what you don't know. Look, check this out. I learned this from a multi-millionaire. The best speakers in the world, the best authors in the world, the best dietitians in the world, the best doctors in the world, the best whatever in the world, with the exception of like sports and acting. And you'll see why I'm about to say that. The best professions where a person can be one hell of a doctor, one hell of an author, and people are outselling them left and right. It's because the people who are outselling them, they aren't better, they market better. When I got that in my head and heard him say that, I said, you know what? I get it. Because I thought it was me. Half the people on stage sucked. And I'm not being like egotistical. I mean, I would run circles around half the people I saw on stage that day. I'm just being honest with you. I'm talking about the people on stage. They sucked that day. And I was like, you made $25 million last year. You made 8 figures. I'm sitting up here proud of 7 figures and success. And you made 8 figures and you can't formulate a sentence that you can't read off of this PowerPoint. Man, I got so upset, not with them. I never hate on another speaker. I got upset with myself. I said, Brian, you ain't marketing properly. Because more people know this guy than know you. And he reading PowerPoint line for line for line. And I memorized my keynotes within 30 minutes. I'm like, you ain't marketing properly. You ain't marketing properly. See, that's my fault. So you got to know what you don't know. L, we did K, which is know what you don't know. For those that don't know, no starts with a K. All right. L is learn more, earn more. You got to learn more so you can earn more. Learn more, earn more ties back into what I just said. You know, the more you realize that you don't know, the more you need to learn. And the more you learn, it gives you a certain skill set and knowledge that you can go out and monetize. So that goes back earlier into what I was saying. I may have jumped ahead of myself. But what can you offer the marketplace? So you need to learn more about marketing so you can earn more off of your gift. Here's the big one. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. M is very important. M is very important. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. And how y'all gonna stop during the drum roll? Okay, thank you. Mailing lists create equity. Mailing lists create equity. Now, I'm going to tell you a big improvement I have to make, and I'm taking this stance as of right now for real. You have to give your mailing list a lot of content. Now, a lot of you guys may be listening. You're like, what is a mailing list? Guys, these days, mailing lists create equity. I'm telling you, M is mailing list. These days, the new currency is email addresses. The new currency is email addresses. Now, let me prove it to you. People say, Brian, the new currency is not email. Email is dead. That's one man's opinion. You guys got to know how I am. I don't argue. You're right if you think you're right. But just listen to another perspective. Brian, I got 900 million Instagram followers. Yeah, but Instagram has 900 million email addresses. How do you think you log into Instagram? Brian, I got 100 trillion Facebook fans. No, Facebook has 100 million of your Facebook fans because they got into Facebook with email. So Facebook can market to them even outside of Facebook. Brian, you understand, man, on YouTube, I got 1 billion videos. They got 1 billion each. I know, but Google had you set up a Gmail account to log in to your YouTube account. So I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but something tells me if the big $1 billion companies want your email account, you need to be collecting email addresses. Now, how do you collect the email address? Easy. You have to learn how to capture emails by giving free value. So what's my point? You got to do what the big boys do. If you know for a fact, see, let me give you something that's very important. People think Facebook is free. Facebook is not free. You use it for free. Facebook ain't free. Why you think all those ads on the side? And why you think your fan page, you can pay for boost clicks? And why you think in your news feed now on your phone, all of a sudden things are popping up that you ironically just thought about yesterday? How did they know I wanted some Nikes? Because you went to Nike.com. These days, cookies are put into your searches. Facebook has your email address. Now Nike all of a sudden is showing up in your news feed. This grown folks talk. That's right, target marketing. This grown folks talk right here. You don't understand. Social media is not free. It's free to you. Somebody else is paying for it. Capiche? So I believe in just doing what the big boys do. Here's the internet language you have to learn. If you like that, you'll love this. I want you to write that down. That's what people are saying. People who make millions of dollars online. If you like that, you'll love this. You ever notice when you shop on Amazon.com, when you go to Amazon and you put in that you want this book, it'll say people who love this book. Also, it'll have recommended listings of this book and this audio and this video. That's called an upsell. So the question becomes, if you guys aren't making money, those of you that want to make money online, and you have a gift or a talent or something you want to offer online, if you aren't making money online, it's because you haven't captured enough email addresses. If you haven't captured enough email addresses, it's because you haven't figured out what you need to be giving away for free that people will give you their email for. See, it's an exchange. So if you give me your email, I'll give you something for free. Internet marketing is all about reciprocity. Okay? It's about reciprocity. What you're saying is if I give you this, you give me that. If you give me your email, I'll give you a free PDF. If you give me your email, in my case, for example, I give you 3 free videos. You see what I'm saying? If you give me some hearts, I give you some content. You see what I'm saying? So the law of reciprocity is real. That's the world we live in now. You can't get something for nothing. Okay. Yeah. Facebook is giving you the right to share and giving you the right to post videos and giving you the right to market your business. But you're giving them your email address. You're giving them your database. Okay. You're giving them your shopping and buying habits. So they're getting more advertising. Everything is give and take. So you guys got to figure out right now, what do I want to offer some people so that I can collect their email addresses? So I remember when I started with like when I first got this understanding, I was like, I got it. I got it. You got to get people's email addresses so you can market to them. And if they like what you gave them for free, then they'll love what they have to pay for. Got it. I only got one problem though. I don't have no email addresses. I mean, I'm talking about like outside the ones in my little phone, right? Your little friends. I'm like, how do these people get 1,000,000 email addresses? Write this down. They started with one. See, too many of you guys worry about where somebody else is. And it's natural because that's what I did. I'm like, how you get 2,000,000 people in your database? Easy. They started with one. And they learn how to market, and they learn how to market, they learn how to market, they learn how to campaign, they learn how to campaign, then boom. So I went from like 0 to approaching 10,000 just like that. Because I just learned it. Now, those 10,000 people, if just 2,000 of them like you, and 500 of them love you, and 150 are in love with you, then it was worth getting 10,000 emails. 2,000 like you, 500 love you, 8,000 don't care nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. And then 150 are in love with you. Boom. You're in business. So guys, when I tell you, man, your mailing list is your equity. You got to start designing that, and you got to start understanding the value of capturing emails.